Here's a good sport to talk about since we're all white here. Basketball.
Basketball.
I am a professional white person, and I suck at basketball.
I would say I'm the same way. I am trash at basketball.
I don't understand it. I don't understand how people are so coordinated to somehow get a ball in between their legs, around people, block people, have some type of hive mind to understand where they need to be.
Yeah.
My fundamentals at basketball are complete trash, and I don't understand how to get good fundamentals for basketball.
Me and Raymond used to go with a group of friends to a college where they have a basketball court, and we'd always all play basketball.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of us that actually were pretty good at basketball.
Yeah.
And then there's the rest of us.
The rest of us.
And usually there's other people at the courts that, full teams of people that are just, do nothing but basketball. And on the other side you see a group of us, half of it white people, and then, a couple good,
Okay.
We have a black guy that's really good. And then we have some other people that are really good too.
Yeah, that are white and really tall.
And sometimes the other people stop and watch us, and it's just they just look at us like, what are they doing here?
Yeah.
They shouldn't be on the courts.
At least I look good on the court.
Yeah.
That's my only benefit. I say basketball is something that I kind of wish I played more when I was younger. Because basketball is one of those sports that you don't have to find an open field for. There's always a court somewhere. There's always somewhere you can play.
I used to kind of not really play basketball a lot, but just shoot hoops. I used to be in I'd always go to the gym in ninth grade. 'Cause I had a free period, and me and my friend would always just go to the gym and just shoot hoops and stuff, play knockout with a group of people. I'm really good at knockout. I just suck at basketball. I don't know how. When it comes to shooting hoops, in a real game, I just can't do it. But on knockout, I'm pretty good at shooting. I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
I remember 8th and 9th grade when I played knockout. I was pretty good at it, but between 9th and 11th grade, I didn't shoot a single hoop, and it really showed. I don't even really know how to throw, even shoot a basketball anymore.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know how to shoot correctly, I guess.
Yeah.
I think it looks funny when I shoot.
Yeah, same for me. Let's switch gears a little bit and let's talk about the future.
The future.
The future with children. Those disgusting little monsters.
I think...
Let's say what you're gonna say.
I think the age of the true childhood is when you're young, you run around with all your friends. Before technology was really big, you'd run around with all your friends, just do stuff together. I personally used to run around in forests with all my friends. We'd always play. We had this little neighborhood. For anybody that doesn't know what honeysuckles are, they're these little flowers that
so good.
You take the top off and you suck on it, and it tastes like honey, and it's just delicious. And that whole forest just grew honeysuckles everywhere. And we would always just go run around in there, eat honeysuckles. It was great. But I don't think the children this age get to feel that because they have all this technology.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They're going to be this world's going to technology anyway. They might as well get good at it while they're young. But I mean, they don't get to experience that true childhood.
And even 10 years before us.
Yeah, even 10 years before us.
There was definitely a different thing. I mean, when I was a little babby, 7 years old, I had a Nintendo 64, which I really enjoyed to play. But I also liked to explore neighborhoods and forests in the hill country over in San Antonio, where I used to live at that age. That there was very much an outdoorsy part of my life, and you look at kids today and you're like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I see 3-year-olds with iPads just going to town on it like I do, knowing how to use it completely. I'm how they're 3 years old. How do they know how to use that so well?
Yeah.
They know how to use it better than their parents do.
Yeah, which is really crazy. I mean, that's more of a generational gap thing, but
yeah, it's the gap.
All right. I mean, what I was really want to talk about is like, I mean, as an athlete right now, and as a person who wants to stay healthy for the rest of my life, as much as I can, I want to promote a healthy lifestyle to my own kids when I inevitably have kids. I want them to play sports, whether it's football, it's wrestling, not baseball. Soccer's okay. I hope they're good at basketball because I don't know. They probably wouldn't be my actual child.
Yeah, I'd want them to play sports. I wouldn't say no to video games and stuff.
No,
I participate in that too, but I'm also like, I balance it out with football, sports, and video games, I mean, they're fun to play, if you ask me.
Yeah. I think video games are very good at making you think spatially, and your ability to make quick, snap decisions in certain contexts, and it helps you with your reasoning skills. And I feel like sports help that even further, at least with sports like football and wrestling. And while other sports are more just for the sake of staying healthy. Like, I think soccer, a lot of strategy goes into it, but at the end of the day, it's probably one of the best sports you can get a workout in.
Yeah, but I think what carries over from video games to sports is reaction time.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I mean, I've played video games in my childhood, and I think that shows in football because my reaction time in football is really, really good. Like as soon as the ball snaps, I'm gone.
You gotta go.
When we practice against the JV kids, whenever they do the hut, we're supposed to both go. I hit him before he even comes out of his stance, and I think that's saying something about him and me. But
I mean, it's also a JV kid.
It's just JV kid, so I can't be bragging too much.
Yeah. JV scrubs.
So it was a varsity kid. He might have came off the same time as me.
He would have gotten off before you?
No, not before me, but
y'all probably would have gotten off at the same time?
Maybe about the same time.
Say you get off at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I want to promote sports as much as I can to my kid. Yeah. Like I want it to be as much as a part of their upbringing as it was for me. Because I feel like sports, especially with football, and I've mentioned this in the past couple of podcasts and even today, is that like there's something about being a part of a team and working for a greater cause that makes you a better person.
Yeah. It
makes you learn that you can do things that are better than yourself, that are greater than yourself that you can never do on your own. It teaches you how to work with other people. Sometimes you don't like those people in the beginning, but through hard work, through sweat, through tears, through blood, you learn to love those people.
Yeah.
Because they'll do the same thing for you.
And it's kind of like experience thing. I mean, if you haven't decided to play a sport yet and you're still in high school, I would suggest football because it's like an experience that you can never ever get again in high school. The feeling of like running out of the tunnel with all your best friends, your teammates, it's something that nothing but football can create.
Yeah.
And it's just like a feeling that I can't even describe, but it's right in your heart, and it's a great feeling.
It's pure euphoria and the pure adrenaline rush. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
I highly advocate for people to join sports. I'd say for young children, they probably shouldn't do any like actual contact sports until middle school.
Yeah, until like 7th grade, 8th grade is when you should actually start getting serious about sports.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say things like soccer and basketball, baseball, things like that, or just like swimming in races. I think that's okay for all ages.
Yeah.
But when you get into real contact sports like football and wrestling and hockey, I really don't think it's that healthy for that young of a mind that doesn't understand how important technique can be in saving your life to be playing sports like that. Because the impact that a concussion can have on a 9-year-old or an 11-year-old on his brain or her brain it's too much of a risk to let them play football at that young of an age just because, oh, well, I played football at that young of an age.
Yeah, it's different for everybody.
You still have to care about that kid's health.
Yeah.
Still, I would promote soccer. I would promote racing and swimming, stuff like that. Like,
even if you're in a sport, any sport's better than no sport. Even if
Definitely.
you're in baseball or a sport that's not really like crazy considered a sport. But I mean, any sport's better than no sport. It teaches you about a team and like dedication and stuff.
Yeah,
And I think that's a skill that everybody should have.
definitely. I mean, sports aren't for everybody. Some people the thing about sports in particular is that you need to be a special kind of person
Yeah.
to excel at a sport, and you need to be a reasonably healthy person to just do okay in a sport. Some people, like, their bodies are just not good for it, and they kind of get stuck in a mantra of like, oh, because I'm like this, I'll never be good at this, which I can understand. Not everyone can be 6'6", 250, amazing 4.4 40 time.
Yeah.
Not everyone's gonna be that. And TK and I know this very specifically because we're smaller dudes on the football team. We're one of the smallest guys on the football team.
Yep.
But we can still play, and there is a place for us.
Size isn't like everything. In football, size kind of puts you in the positions that you're in.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'm in the right position for my size. I'm on defensive line.
Which was where I was last year.
Which where he was. I'm 160, 5'7", on varsity D-line. I don't think that's the place for me, but, you know, the coaches make their decisions. And our coaches are very smart people.
Very
as
smart.
we've said.
Yes,
So,
geniuses.
That's just me. I don't get very much play time.
Yeah, nor do I. I usually, for me, I'm a very lean dude. I weigh 150 right now. I'm 5'8", super skinny, practically no fat on me. And where I play on special teams, I'm on kickoff, which is what I think is the best place for me. I can't catch a ball worth a damn, so I can't play receiver. So I think running down the field as fast as I can to hit the crap out of somebody who's trying to block me is the best position for me. I also play linebacker, but I'm like 12th string, which I'm okay with because I don't really like linebacker too much.
Yeah.
It's just not the position for me.
Another topic we could talk about is like bodies, like physical healthiness.
Yeah.
I think it's very, very important to keep like your body like healthy.
Yeah.
Eat all the right foods, get plenty of sleep. It just makes you feel better all day.
Yeah. It's been shown that regular exercise and a healthy diet can help with depression.
Yeah.
Which is very important to me because depression runs in my family, and I have felt its effects before. And for people who have suffered through depression or suffering through it right now, it's not the best feeling in the world, and y'all understand this.
Yeah, for any guys out there who are just thinking like every time they get up in the morning, like, why do I even get up? I should just why does it matter? Nothing matters right now. If you can just like go work out, go run, start eating healthy, trust me, your mindset will turn around.
Yeah.
You'll see results.
It's a physical thing and a mental thing, too.
It is.
Because now you're dedicating something, part of your day, and that thing that you're dedicating yourself is making you healthier. It's going to make you look better because you're losing fat, you're gaining muscle, you're starting to look better. Your own ego about yourself is going to get better, too.
It is.
And that happened to me sophomore, junior year.
Happened to me last year.
Yeah. I gained a lot of muscle. What little fat I had is gone now. And like that change in my body from being healthy and working to get myself stronger and faster really boosted my ego.
Yes.
And it's helped me become a happier person throughout life. And I think everyone should be as happy as they can. And the fact that lifting 3 to 4 times a week and running 3 to 4 times a week can just make you feel better. Yeah. It's something you should take advantage of.
I would, whenever I had, last year, I used to have this diet where I would eat like chicken and broccoli. It was like a cutting diet. I was a pretty thick person.
He was a little chubby.
I was a little chubby.
Not too bad.
Not enough to like have self-esteem issues, but I'm not crazy self-esteem, but I was shy about my body a little bit.
I mean, every teenager is like that.
I mean, yeah, you have problems if you're not a little shy, if you're not like Raymond with a perfect body.
It's not that perfect. Could be more muscly.
It's better than most people in the school.
Yes, definitely.
But I just ran every night. I ate chicken and broccoli for lunch every day. I would eat no fast food at all. In the mornings, I would just eat a bunch of eggs. I hated the diet. It sucked so bad because every food tasted bare, dry. But I kept running every night, kept up the diet, and my body just eventually, it just kind of shrunk. It became more toned.
Oh, and TK was looking good.
I was looking good. Spring. It only took like 2 months for me to get good. And I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And it turned my mindset around too, where I could show, like, I wasn't shy about my body anymore, and it affects the way you act too. You're not like evading conversations and stuff. You kind of stand up more for yourself.
You're more proud of yourself.
You're more proud than shy, if you ask me.
Yeah. And I mean, living healthy is what promoted it for him, and it promoted it for me.
Yeah.
One thing that I will say is that if you do want to do this, and you should, you gotta know what is right and what is wrong.
Yes.
Running 5 miles every day is gonna kill you eventually.
You have to know your limits and what's gonna be negative.
Yeah.
Too much can be negative.
Yeah.
But
if you're starting a workout plan, you're starting a diet, you want to cut fat, you want to gain muscle, do your research. Do your research. If you're going to start supplementation like creatine monohydrate, do your research. Because some of those things that are in like those pre-workout blends can be pretty nasty on your body.
And you got to make sure you get like a quality substance. Like if you're trying to build muscle and you get protein, make sure you get the good kind. Because like if you could just get like the cheap protein supplements that just like they're off-brand stuff. Whey's a good brand, but if you don't get Whey, you get some cheaper brand.
Whey is the type of, or is Whey also a brand?
I think Whey's a brand.
Well, whey protein is a specific type of protein, like milk.
Well, the brand, if you get an off-brand, make sure you read about it. Yeah. Look up reviews or something.
Yeah.
My brother used to do the cheaper stuff, and he had like, when he would pee, he would like pee kind of clumps, and it hurt, and it was like crystallized.
That's disgusting.
He had to go to the hospital for it.
Do research.
Do research.
Yeah. The stuff I take, the protein shake I use, it's IsoPure. Oh my god, it tastes like Play-Doh and disgustingness if you get like the fruit punch version. Right now I'm trying out the vanilla, and I have to put like Splenda in it to make it taste tolerable. Sometimes I put some like milk chocolate stuff in it, and it's okay. But like, if you want a good brand and you don't mind spending like medium price for a protein blend, I highly encourage you get IsoPure. Each serving is 50 grams of protein. I usually take half a serving at a time.
Great amount of protein.
It's a lot. It's a day's worth of protein in one scoop if you're a small dude. And also, it has anywhere from a quarter to half of your daily vitamins and minerals, just depending on the different vitamin and mineral. And metals, too. I mean, you need cobalt, you need magnesium, you need manganese, you need iron, and all these different elements and metals that you just don't think about that you really need, but they're needed for metabolism. I mean, you need mercury and stuff. Not mercury, sorry. Mercury will kill you. I meant to say magnesium. Mercury will kill you. Do not eat mercury. Or drink it.
I mean, unless that's what you're into.
I mean, if you want to die. Like dimethyl mercury. That kills you so quickly. Learn about that in chemistry. Stay away from that. But things like magnesium and manganese, they're needed for simple metabolism. Make sure there's enough vitamins in your diet, because those are also needed for standard metabolism. I mean, you need vitamin B12 for normal like neurological function and stuff. You need vitamin D to make sure your bones grow right and stuff. Make sure you're having enough calcium in your diet. Make sure you're having make sure you're drinking enough water too.
Water, you got to drink plenty of water. That'll keep you hydrated, It makes you kind of feel better too, like kind of like eating right. If you drink more water, the more water you drink, the better you feel.
Yeah.
You just don't feel down as much.
You're more focused.
Yeah, you're more focused. I've made a habit of drinking like 2 bottles in the morning. At lunch, I'll drink another 2 bottles. I just have like constant drinking water. And even if I have like 1 less bottle than I usually do, I feel kind of like weaker than I do. But it's just a habit I have.
I usually drink water at dinner or in the afternoons or obviously at practice. During the day, I drink half a gallon of milk. Yeah. That's my substitution for water because I'm trying to gain weight. There's one more thing I was going to say. Oh, yeah. If you're starting heavy protein diets using protein shakes, I do highly recommend that you start eating there's a lot of fiber in your diet, whether it's oatmeal, Raisin Bran, stuff like that. Raisins have a lot of fiber in them. Cranberries obviously do. Prunes, stuff like that. You don't have to eat those. But something with a lot of fiber in it, because when you start drinking a lot of protein shakes, your poop gets kind of hard. I mean, days where you eat a lot of cheese or you eat a lot of meat, and then the next day you regret that. Oh, yeah. Because you're clogged. The same thing may happen.
I love when you eat, like, spicy foods, like, the next day.
Oh.
It just feels so good and satisfying when it comes out. And you're crying.
Those are tears of happiness. I mean, and also if you're looking to stay healthy and get better, get healthier, get better at a sport, try to abstain from activities that make you unhealthy.
Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, taking opiates or stimulants, those will have a negative effect on you, whether it's through sleep, make sure you get a lot of sleep, which those will prevent, or you're not eating enough, or you're just causing physical harm to your body. And it's not just those types of substances too, it's also avoid super sugary things, avoid Jolly Ranchers and Airheads that are just pure sugar. Avoid sodas as much as you can. Sodas are terrible.
Sodas are they're like you don't really realize how bad of an effect they do.
Yeah.
I used to diet, so I would like watch the calories and carbs and stuff, and I was on a no carb diet, and so 2 weeks of food that I would eat. You ate some carbs because you have to have carbs.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
But I didn't eat like too much of them. And 2 weeks of dieting was equivalent to like 1 soda of carbs, and I think that's just crazy.
Yeah, I've completely switched over to Coke Zero.
Yeah,
because
Zeros,
the sucralose in it and the other sweeteners, like, they're a lot safer for you. Yeah. They do not cause damage to your liver, because when you're just drinking pure corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup, which is 60% fructose, 40% glucose, what it does to your liver is that your liver metabolizes it straight into fat, and a fatty liver is not a good thing. It slows down metabolism. It can actually lead to depression. It can lead to heart problems, the formation of plaque throughout your blood vessels and stuff. It's nasty. It's terrible for you.
If you can't stop drinking soda, like if you have a soda problem, at least switch to like the diet sodas.
Even if it tastes bad, just
try to suck it up, because the diet sodas are way more healthier than the bad
Some
ones.
of them might taste like piss.
Yeah, they might taste worse, but they're way healthier. Trust me.
Because like I feel that completely. I have a caffeine addiction, as does like 80% of the U.S. population. I haven't drank a Coke in 5 hours. I haven't had any caffeine in about 5 hours, and I can feel it.
I haven't drank a soda in months.
Yeah, TK.
I stay away from that.
Super jealous of you.
I cannot drink a soda. Even if I'll spend a few months not drinking any sodas. I usually just drink water all day. But then I'll have like 1 soda. Like my mom will stop somewhere and get like some Chick-fil-A. I love me some Chick-fil-A. And she'll like get a Sprite or something, and she'll bring it. She's like, "Here, I got you this too." I was like, Sprite. I guess I can drink it.
Sprite's not even that good because it has no caffeine in it.
Yeah,
either.
but
so
I mean,
at least you don't even get like that caffeine buzz out of it. It's just pure sugar.
It's just
water.
pure sugar, and after I drink it, it feels like you just eat just the greasiest food you can possibly think of. What it makes you feel like. I just felt like crap after I drank it. Not like in my mind, like, oh, I just messed up. I just drank a soda. It wasn't a guilt.
Physical.
It was a physical feeling. Like I literally felt like I was sick. It's bad. And if you can drink sodas and not feel that feeling, that means your body's used to just handling that kind of thing, which I don't think is very good.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't even I still enjoy regular Coke, but not as much as Coke Zero. Yeah. Just it's a different texture too. It's so thick and so damn sweet, and like it's like drinking maple syrup. Something I would recommend if you have the proper equipment to do is if you do have a caffeine problem and you don't want to drink coffee because it stains your teeth, which is like the reason I stopped drinking coffee, is to find maybe like a pre-workout thing that has only coffee in it, or just caffeine in it, and maybe a B12 vitamin complex, and just that, and you can just drink that slowly throughout the day, and that will be equivalent to 2 or 3 cups of coffee. Yeah. Or if you want to do what I really want to do, I just haven't done it yet, is that and you can find this on Amazon too. You can get a scale that measures down to the decigrams, which is a 1/100th of a gram, and buy just powdered caffeine. They have caffeine hydrochloride and caffeine monohydrate, stuff like that, just in this pure form that you can buy on Amazon with little scoops that help you measure it out. You measure out a dose, like 150 milligrams. That's about 2 cups of coffee right there. Maybe if you want it to last all day, you put 200, 250, and you just slowly sip it throughout the day. And you just mix it in water, and it dissolves completely. Yeah. You put some Kool-Aid in it or something. Not Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid is bad for you because of all the sugar. So I was thinking more like maybe that Powerade mix or whatever, or that Mio stuff. You put that in there. Boom. You got something that won't stain your teeth over time, that will keep you energized throughout the day. And it's still water.
Yeah, it's still water at its core.
Yeah.
This is a good sports talk.
Yeah, we're close to wrapping it up. Thank you very much for listening this week. We're going to do it the same way. Or if you're already this far in the podcast, we've been splitting up the videos. TK, any closing statements?
No. I mean, I might be here as a permanent addition to Ray and Michael.
TK might be a permanent addition. He's not replacing Michael.
No, I'm not replacing him. I'd like to work next to him with Raymond.
Yeah. I gladly welcome the new entry to the Elated Egos podcast, Mr. Tristan.
Yep.
Once again, thank you guys. If you enjoyed the podcast, like the videos, subscribe for more content, and have a wonderful, wonderful week.
Yeah, just thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions for topics we should talk about, leave them in the comments. If you have any if you say anything we were talking about that you have an opinion about, leave it in the comments. We are open to everything.
Yeah. Thank you for indulging into our egos.
Thank you.